Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. I've been tagged by Sandy, I Walk for TNT, and Mr. Bleckner. Thanks Sandy and Mr. Bleckner. Here is question number 1. What is the nicest thing you have ever done for someone? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, y'all remember the movie Pay It Forward? Or you remember the episodes of Oprah where she talked about Pay It Forward? Well, that's where I got the idea from. I attend a very small church, and we have about 12 youth. So I decided to do a Pay It Forward with the young people in our church. Now, of course, I don't have Oprah's money, but I gave everybody $20. And what they had to do was do something nice for someone else. Or they could either spend it on one person or a family or on more than one person. But it could not be spent on themselves or not on a relative. They were to come back within 1 week, but we kind of prolonged it to 2 weeks. We put it off to 2 weeks. But within 2 weeks, you would report back and to tell what you did. And so we got some really awesome reports. I mean, these young people did some amazing things with that little $20. And it just brought joy to my heart. So Pay It Forward is a really nice thing to do for someone. Number 2, what is the meanest thing you have ever done to someone? Now, I had to think long and hard about this because I try my best not to ever do anything mean to anyone. So I couldn't think of anything in recent years, but I can go back to childhood. My sister and I, Deborah, love to talk Deb. We're 2 years apart. And when we were at home and I don't know how old we were, but in our early teens, I might have been maybe 12 or 13 and she might have been 9 or 10. But she was one of those people who, when she went to sleep, if you woke her up, she acted crazy. Who, what, when, where, how? And I've always been a night person. I mean, I didn't stay up as late as 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning like I do now, but even back at age 12 and 13, I would stay up till like 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Everybody's gone to bed. And I'm like, Deborah, wake up. You all are no fun. Y'all go to bed too early. So what I used to do for fun was I would wake her up and startle her and tell her we were late for school. And I would say, Deborah. And she'd wake up, and I'd say, wake up, we overslept, we're late for school, oh, we're going to get in trouble, mama's going to get us, we need to get ready for school. And she'd jump up out of the bed, and she'd go and brush her teeth, and she'd wash her face, and she'd get ready for school. And when she gets dressed, I am ROFL, rolling on the floor, laughing my butt off. And she's like, what? And I said, Deborah, it's midnight. It's not time for school. Or I said, Deborah, today is Saturday. We don't have school today. Y'all, it was so mean, but it was so funny. Number 3, what is your most embarrassing nickname? Who gave it to you? And what does it mean? You know, I don't have any nicknames. And, I recently, over the last few years, started calling myself D. Because at work, I would say, this is Deidre. And I would get all kinds of things like, this is B, this is Lee, this is Linda, this is Gloria, So I recently gave myself the name D. But my daddy called me Dee Dee. And my mom calls me my middle name, Lashetta. But I will say the one name that I remember from way back in the day is I was always called Big D. I would say from about probably about 6th grade on up until college, I was called Big D. Now, that's not bad in and of itself, but it's just the way, the connotation to that word and how it was said and why it was said. Now, right now, I don't mind being considered Big D. But back then, this guy gave it to me. His name was Danny. I could not stand Danny. And the way he meant it was, I don't know, it was like I was like a dude, you know? I didn't want to be known as one of the dudes. And especially as I became really good in sports and excelled at basketball, it would be like, Big D, you scored 25 points last night. Big D, you blocked those shots last night. Big D, I saw you in the newspaper. Big D. And I hated that because I was not one of the cute girls. I was not one of the small girls. I was not one of the desired girls. I was like a dude. You know how you say, Big Joe, you caught that ball last night. It was like, Big D, you scored those 30 points. And I didn't want to be known as Big D. I wanted to be known as Deidre. The good girl, the kind girl, the nice girl, the smart girl, the sexy girl. No, I was Big D, the baller. But those are my answers. Thank you, Sandy and Mr. Bleckner. That was fun. Boy, that brought back some memories. Y'all be blessed.